It's Beatty. This is a weird video to make because there's a lot of uncertainty around it, not with me, but with Reddit. So for those who live under a rock or don't use Reddit, essentially the newer CEO of Reddit cut API access off to a bunch of developers. And they didn't really cut it off, but he priced it so egregiously that there was no way they could make a profit off their own ad revenue. So essentially, any third-party app for Reddit was killed in the process in the past 2 weeks or so. Now, most people it did not affect, but there is a very large minority that hated this because, one, Reddit mobile is not very user-friendly for, say, anyone with like visual impairments, hearing impairments, hard time typing, stuff like that. Reddit has no support for that right now. So that's one of the main issues with this from a business sense. But let's be honest, a lot of people on Reddit are just ornery and they don't like change and they are kind of anti-authority to begin with. So if you tell people that they have to use this app to get their memes, they're going to be pissed. So a lot of subreddits started shutting down or going private, essentially, meaning that only people that were already subscribed could see them. And this was going on for about 2 weeks. Not that big of an issue. For us, at least, right? It didn't really affect most people. However, this is where it starts to affect us. Some of the bigger subreddits went to not safe for work. And what that means is that Reddit cannot run ads on not safe for work content. So if they have a bunch of their, let's say, top 20 subreddits not safe for work, they're losing a huge chunk of change because of this. r/gettingbigger is clearly not safe for work. We have basically lived under the radar the entire time and have grown to be one of the larger subreddits on Reddit. Not like saying it's millions of people, but compared to like a lot of niche communities, it's pretty big, to be honest. So this is where I'm concerned. First, there's always been rumblings that Reddit was going to kill porn on its site, much like Tumblr did, because they are trying to go public at the end of this year. Going public means that you can buy public stock. Conservative old men hate the idea of porn being mixed in with their money, and therefore they want to cut any family-friendly content from Reddit. So that's one of the first issues me and Hank discussed. Then, with all these subreddits going not safe for work, it just gives Spez, the CEO of Reddit, just more reason to cut not safe for work content from Reddit. So this is the only time I've actually been uncertain about the future of r/gettingbigger. And I would just want this to be a lesson to you all, if you're looking into business and stuff. Make sure you understand your market before you make any business decisions. Reddit is filled with a bunch of people with Reddit is filled with a bunch of people with a lot of free time and a lot of malice towards the current system. So if you fuck with them, they're just going to make your life a headache for the next couple weeks. What Spez said is that he's trying to just ride out the storm. But as a Redditor, I know a lot of people hold grudges, especially on that platform. And another lesson is don't let greed impact your business decisions. I know it's a weird thing to say, but like Reddit was $1 million company beforehand. Everyone at Reddit was living comfortably. They had one of the better social media platforms for user happiness compared to like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. But now since they want to be like one of the big dogs, they are killing their product in the process. So yeah, basically it comes down to their greed, and Spez's misunderstanding of his target audience is why Reddit is changing for the worse. And quite honestly, I understand from a business perspective why you want to cut out your own competition from your own content, but this should have been done well before Reddit hit critical mass. And it kind of just goes to show that a bunch of these technology and social media companies do not have your best interest at heart. So this is where I'm getting to with my next point. We have a contingency in the works for this. First is obviously this YouTube. YouTube is actually pretty good with adult content. As long as you market properly and you don't literally show hardcore porn, you are fine. I just have to mark my videos 18 plus if I show a penis, for example. We can't do Facebook because Mark Zuckerberg is under the same ilk as Spez. Twitter is just a shit show right now because Elon Musk uses ego to destroy a so-so social media site. And besides, you don't get anything off of Twitter, in my opinion. Maybe Pinterest. I doubt it. Let's see. I'm just going through all the social medias that I know. Imgur cut off all adult content as well because, you know, penises are bad, boobs are bad, for advertisers at least. Let's see. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. So that brings me to the point that outside from YouTube, we don't have a safe haven, at least that you guys know of. Back in April, I had one of my, I guess, e-friends in this make me a forum. And basically, the idea is that we wanted a contingency for r/getting bigger if anything happened. So that's where gettingbigger.io comes into play. It is a forum much like Thunder's Place or Matters of Size or PE Gym, except it's ran by me and the guy that made it, Veloxis, who just changed his name on Discord, and I don't know if he wants me to say his full name on YouTube. But essentially, it is a modern version of a forum. It uses Flarum. Flarum is like the new type of forum, so it's much faster. It supports a lot more stuff like embedded videos. And the best part is that I set it up so that way all the videos or pictures that go on to gettingbigger.io are stored in the same droplet. So it does not go out into a random Reddit server where you won't know where it is. So therefore, your penis is safe on my server. I really didn't want to have to make this video, but just because how uncertain things can be, especially when your entire business is basically beholden on other platforms' approval of you, you need to play it safe. So also, I just think gettingbigger.io might be just a better place for a lot of you guys because Reddit's a bit hard to navigate. At least with forums, everything's categorized. I already have a lot of my content on gettingbigger.io. They're just blog posts. So another cool thing about it is that I can still write blogs as if I was writing a Reddit post, and it'd be on its own separate site of the forum rather than being lost in the backlog. So mine and Hank's information, once we get the old man up and running on gettingbigger.io, will still be separate and easy to find. Let's see, what else? I was concerned about the price to run it, but once we did the numbers, it's really not going to be that much. And with the amount of money that we're making from Peak Male Physique products and Leviathan Wellness, we can easily cover the cost. So there is no need to sponsor the forum right now. So basically, you'll get unadulterated opinions from me and Hank. Granted, there will obviously be some cognitive bias with our posts. Just keep that in mind. If you guys know of any social media outside of Reddit that is chill, let me know. I wouldn't mind branching out to other platforms. God forbid I go on TikTok. TikTok is fucking disgusting. I hate TikTok. So really, if Reddit goes down, you'll only find me on YouTube and gettingbigger.io. Unless some miraculous thing comes up. I am trying to build up my Instagram, but that's more for, you know, bodybuilding than it is for penis stuff because, you know, multiple forms of outreach usually indicates better success. Let's see. Yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Get on gettingbigger.io. It is pretty barren right now because I haven't really talked about it much since I launched it. So have fun. I'll get more content on that eventually, but I'm busy as fuck today, guys, and probably for the next week. So forgive me. No sponsor spots today for my own stuff. Just wanted to let you guys know that this was an option. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.